Good morning, my homies. I was gonna film in my house in my bed. I was gonna be like, I'm going to see the sunrise, come with me, yada yada, but like I was dead. I got my Starbucks. It is 7:37 and the sun's supposed to rise in 20 minutes because normally I sleep until 11, but today I decided I wanted to see the sunrise. So I had to get gas in my car, and bro, it's 1 degree outside and I have a sore throat, so that was less than ideal. And I also had the freaking Apple Pay, so I'm like standing there like a goof trying to get my phone. I'm like, read, I'm so cold. And so I decided to pay inside. I finished filling up and I ran inside and I was like, yo, I've never done this before, homie. I said that. I said, never done this before. How do I do this? She's like, oh, just pay. And I was like, a little easier than I thought. Ooh, I have my lights on. Yeah. So I paid, got my Starbucks, sugar cookie almond latte, almond milk, sugar, whatever. Yeah, so I was gonna film this morning, but I decided not to because I was dead. I was dead, but I was alive, but I was dead. So something like that. I'm in my Huggle and my sweatshirt and I'm all cozy. Wow, I'm so excited to start this YouTube channel. And I think a part of it for me was like, how do I know my content is worthy of people's time? For some reason that was like something I was so nervous about. And I just realized people are gonna watch what they're gonna watch and I can make what I wanna make. And that gets us to today's video, first video. It's on gratitude. It's like, I don't know who's on YouTube looking up how to be more grateful or gratitude vlog, whatever, but that's what I'm gonna talk about. So, I was on a trip recently and I was really happy on that trip, but I missed home a lot. And, when I got back, I thought I was kind of gonna be like filled with all these happy emotions, blah, 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 blah. And I get home and I just get smacked with a wall of depression and realization that like, and that high school's coming to an end and that where I had committed in Wisconsin was gonna be where I ended up. And I was very sad. I was like, I knew in my heart that I didn't want to go there. And like, I had wanted to play, I had wanted to play soccer. I feel like I'm gonna get hit in this parking lot. There's lots of cars. I had wanted to play soccer, and that's the main reason I was going to Wisconsin, was to play soccer in college. And, the first rays of the sun are coming up. Okay, I might have to stop this and come back. I think we have a couple more minutes. But, I just knew in my heart it's not what I wanted to do. And I thought it's what I wanted to do because it seemed like the right path, or like I was super serious about soccer, so I thought that needed to be the next step, even though I knew I was not going to try and go pro or whatever. I just was like, bro, what am I freaking doing right now? Like, I'm going to Wisconsin to do things I don't want to do, to be in classes with things I don't want to study, trying to form myself into something that I thought people wanted me to be. And the second, like, I stopped and I took a breath and I let myself want something, like I let myself go for what I wanted, which we're gonna get to the grateful part in a second, but the second that I let myself go for what I wanted, I was so happy. And you can see right now that I'm really happy because I just applied to my dream school and my dream location. I'm not gonna say where because I'm superstitious, but hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more sunsets and sunrises. But they are famous for beautiful sunrises and sunsets. Anyways, taking a breath, taking a moment, time to journal. Sorry, I keep looking over there because I'm afraid to miss the sunrise. But just taking a second to like think about what you really want. And like, you're like, Isabel, but we're talking about gratitude. Why are you talking about what you want? Sometimes you have to look inwards. I feel so philosophical. Basically, it's not selfish to go for what you want. Like, it's not selfish of me to not choose the safe path. It's not selfish of me to choose what I want to do. But at the end of the day, where you're sitting is because of you. And if you're not happy where you are, then it's your fault, and you shouldn't blame anybody else. And I think what helped me look inside myself and find what I truly wanted was really how grateful I was, which is crazy, but it's true. When I was smacked with this depression wall of realization, for a couple days, I forgot how much I had and how grateful I was for it. All I was thinking was, I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do this, I'm gonna have to do this, and I'm gonna be so sad doing it. And when I took a second to see how much my family cares about me, how much they support me and other things like that, I didn't realize that I had the option to do what I wanted to do. Long story short, being grateful for what you have kind of lets you go for what you want, if that makes sense. Now, I don't mean go for what you want, oh, I need the new version, the new year of the car that I have already. I need a 2020 or 2021 2 car or something like that. But just going for your dreams and your car and getting a new car and stuff like that. Maybe a new dream. But if but if the year is super important to you, then maybe you need to reevaluate why you want the year of the car. Because I have a 2006, and baby, she's been treating me good. Anyways, the car is kind of a metaphor. I'm gonna have to pause this in a second. But the car is a metaphor to just look around and see what you have. And I feel like when you do that, you can see what you really want. And that's kind of my story, and I hope that kind of helps somebody out there that's struggling with the same decisions I had. That's my hope with all these videos, that you can help someone in a similar situation like you are. I know it's so hard. I was so sad a couple days ago, and I didn't know why. And then I took a second and I was like, I don't want to go to Wisconsin. I can't. And hearing my friends talk, I just I could not do it, people. I could not do it. And I couldn't figure out why. Sitting with yourself and asking yourself why, and being grateful for what you have and looking around is super important. And that's kind of my spill. And I'm sorry, and I apologize if there's little missing parts to that. But I feel like it's worked for me, and maybe it can work for someone else. So this is what I like to do. If you're feeling sad, sit with yourself and let yourself think. And don't be judgmental of those thoughts. Let yourself think. I used to beat myself up so much for not wanting to go to Wisconsin. I was like, why don't I want to go? Why don't I want to go? Why don't I want to go? It feels like the right path for me. It makes the most logical sense. And I feel like there's something wrong with me. Why don't I want to go here, the normal college experience? But I just didn't want to, and I had to figure out why. And a part of, okay, this is kind of another section to the story. The place, my dream school, this place was somewhere I wanted to go with my ex-best friend, which is kind of a silly term, but it's true. We wanted to go there together, and now we're not friends anymore, and I kind of forgot the idea. I was like, I can't do that anymore. I can't still go there without her. So that took me a whole couple years of healing, because I wanted to go to the school freshman year, and then we weren't friends anymore. Well, sophomore year, and then we weren't friends anymore, and I was like, oh, I can't go there. But yeah, that's kind of my spill. I know I talk kind of fast. I'm a little jittery, and it's freezing. Sorry, I keep looking over there because the sun's starting to pop up. But if you take anything away from this video, I know everyone says this, but be patient with yourself, because you will figure it out. And that's the fun part. That's the best part. I was journaling about it last night. And I'm not saying this to be like, oh, I journal all the time, I get up at 7 to watch the sunrise. This is very out of the norm for me. But, I was journaling last night, and it's so much fun to figure out. It is so much fun, and that's the best part of life. Because if we had all the answers, then what's the fun of it, right? So the sun's peeking up. I'm gonna watch the sunrise, and I'll come back. I got a lump in my throat, 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. There we go. go. The sun has risen and it's so cool, and I was very impressed. I'm excited to get this channel kind of up and running. I think it's a really cool way to document your life, and I'm excited to join the YouTube community. I think that sometimes I think that the YouTube world is dying a little bit because I don't really go on it very much anymore, or I used to not. I probably will be on it a lot more now. And my friend Clara, she also said she doesn't go on it very much anymore, and she used to be on it all the time. So that's a little concerning. I mean, right now I'm not doing it for any other reason besides myself, but hopefully this channel goes in the direction I hope it will, and we'll start a family. And I do want to touch on that also. I know this is kind of just like an intro video, so I know they're not always the most fun to watch, but you know how everyone has little sayings for their subscribers? I think that, okay, my last name is Peterson. It's S-O-N, like Peter's son, but on a lot of my social media, I have S-U-N, like Peter's son, like the sun. Also, I love the sun and sunsets and everything, so it feels kind of fitting. I also love Hercules. I think it's such a cool movie, and I think it's so funny when Hades calls Hercules his sunspot. Just kind of a preface for that. I know you don't normally have to preface that, but I just thought since this is like a new channel and everything that I would just kind of preface that. Whoa, get in the sun here. Peace out, sunspots. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.